Lilly grins wickedly while summoning a dire canis lupus servant against its will. Lilly needs to find Krestal in order to question him. As Harben said, he knows something related to the undead infestation, and he's supposed to live nearby. Alright, Rod of Frost, just to get everyone's attention. Otherwise, yeah, I think she's more or less just gonna watch. It's another one. Boy, I'm sure you saw that. That was Linu's turning ability. Pretty far range with that. Lilly's quite pleased not to have to lift a finger. Except to point, that is. Actually, the topic of holy water is an interesting one. A flask of holy water holds 4 ounces of liquid, and it acts like acid against undead and evil outsiders. It can be thrown as a grenade-like weapon. But what's interesting is, how does one obtain holy water? Its cost is listed as 25 gold pieces, with the understanding that temples to good deities will sell it at cost because they're happy to supply people with what they need to battle evil. But all the way back in 1st edition, clerics were able to make their own. The cleric would have to prepare a special basin and font and cast the following spells in succession over them: create water, purify food and drink, bless, chant, and prayer. The more expensive the basin and font, the more holy water one could create. Evil clerics could create unholy water as well, effective against paladins and other good creatures. Or a zombie inside the barricaded home. Or 2 of them. And he's actually not a weak zombie. Alright, it's just a regular zombie. Alright, here's the reason I even started talking about holy water to begin with. There's a catch. One of the spells required to make holy water is Bless. But one of the material components required to cast Bless is holy water. You need holy water to make holy water. A divine joke? Perhaps. Interesting? Certainly. Somebody's home, and he's not undead. A young, nervous-looking dwarf. Hopefully Krestal, and hopefully he knows something.
Hail to ye!
Of course, this is Krestal. Thank the gods it's a friendly face. I sure didn't want to end up like those boys. Yeah, who's he talking about? The Sword Coast boys. These undead They were the gang I was in. I thought they'd look out for me, you know? Wasn't having anything more to do with them, not after what happened to Drawl's rivals. Now they're all dead, and Drawl's some kind of monster. Yeah, asking who this Drawl is. No way, Drawl and his lieutenants are worse. I saw him for a second. they ain't lumbering as slow. They look really evil now. He was the leader of our gang, but I don't know who he's dealing with now. I bet he gave over everyone just so he could be powerful. Yeah, who might he have made a deal with? In case it has something to do with all the undead. I don't know. First I thought the Heavies had something to do with it. The Heavies, I guess, yeah, being a gang of half-orcs. But now they're all undead too. Luckily, I don't think we've seen any undead half-orcs yet. They're all wandering around the warehouse. It's like Drawl put them on display, like with all his rivals, making a point. Alright. Looks like Lilly's gonna should probably investigate the warehouse then. Alright. Asking about these Sword Coast boys. I'm Krestal. I was just one of the boys. I'm lucky that I'm not important enough to come after. Plague or no, I'd be over the wall if I was. After what Drawl did to the others, and how they tracked Walters down after he left. Hope he's alright. I know Drawl's rivals ended bad. Alright, Walters is the guard that has gone missing. So, Lilly probably certainly will visit the warehouse. Yeah. As that's where Drawl set up a new base. Don't know why he thought that specific building was so important. That was just a little while ago. Alright. Or I guess with the plague, rivalry between the gangs escalated. Drawl was leader and said everyone should stay. He said he had a deal that would make the gang really powerful. He wouldn't let anyone leave. Then he changed into something. Now, everyone's dead, zombies, but different, and Drawl, he's still leading them. Don't know how. He's got a powerful friend somewhere. Alright. But apparently Krestel isn't going anywhere. I ain't ended up like them. Not even Drawl if I can help it. Krestel knew quite a bit. The Sword Coast boys are based at the warehouse, and it sounds like their leader Drawl made a deal to be granted undeath. It also sounds like he has Walters, the missing guard, as well. And for what it's worth, the half-orc Heavies are undead too. But what does Lilly know? Zombies are corpses, reanimated through magic. They're simply doing their master's bidding, and because of a lack of intelligence, instructions given them must be very simple. That is, somebody both intelligent and likely powerful is behind the undead infestation. Lilly asks her holy defender her professional opinion. Linu shrugs. She just knows that undead are blasphemous and should be destroyed. Except baelnorn liches, of course, as they voluntarily prolong their existence in order to serve their kin through acts of goodness. Lilly assures Linu that they won't be fighting any high elven liches in the Beggar's nest. That halfling is still out there, and his wagon still broken. Now likely waiting not only for someone else to fix it, but to bring him a chair for his tired legs as well. Ridiculous. Alright, Rod of Frost just to... Alright. They noticed anyway. Lilly knows the Academy shot, but can't resist trying. Lilly asks Linu about the baelnorn, the high elven liches. She would never tell her dusty diviner that she's considered lichdom herself, but she's curious how they've managed to avoid the evil associations that seem to plague liches. Linu explains that the baelnorn are the willing undead from the ancient high elven nation of Cormanthyr. They're sustained by magic, granted life of a sort beyond nature, and appear largely as they did in life, though their shriveled and wrinkled skin turns slightly translucent over time. Some of the oldest baelnorn seem little more than the hint of body, hair, and skin around their skeletons. And unlike liches or even demi-liches, this is the extent of their degeneration. Supposedly, their unlife is similar to their lifespan, though she's never heard of a millennia-old baelnorn. Linu took care of that awfully quick. Still another one. And again, these are not weak zombies. Alright. Yeah, that's precisely why she hired Linu, so I think she's pleased. Linu looks away as Bones gobbles down some half-decayed worm-ridden fingers. She shields her eyes and continues to describe the baelnorn. There are watchnorns, who observe specific locations. There are lorenorns, who act as tutors, librarians, or merely students of the art beyond their normal span of years. Lilly likes the sound of that one. And there are guardnorns, also known as wardnorns, who guard crypts, secret places, or even powerful items. Oh, and baelnorn ritual is forbidden to evil elves. Lilly interrupts Linu with a polite smile, realizing her cleric and curls just doesn't know. But she just might guess. A look of surprise crosses Linu's face as she hears Lilly scold the panther in some infernal black tongue. Sometimes clerics learn the devil's speech, but a wizard? She has to ask why. The Lady of Murder laughs and stops, and with a smile and a glint in her eye, caresses the elven priestess's cheek lovingly, while telling her a little story about a little devil that stole something very precious to her, and that she's been searching for years. Lilly drags her fingernail across Linu's rosy cheek until the tip of it rests on her soft lips, silencing them. She may not ask. When her mistress finds it, she will let her know. Lilly quickly changes the subject. Waterdeep. It appears to be a brief history of the city of Splendors, how the city was established in 1032 Dale Reckoning, and guilds by 1248. Lilly was only a mere child of 40 summers back then, allegedly. Guilds begat guild wars, and order wasn't restored with the establishment of the Magisters and the Lords of Waterdeep until 1273. Lilly slams the book shut. She's not sure, but she thinks she hears something lumbering. Oh, there is something here. I thought that was like battle music. Alright. Lilly's only known Linu for a few days, but she's quite confident in her assessment of her, that the priestess truly is gullible enough to buy just about any story her devilish tongue can conjure from the air. That's important, even more important than her abilities as Holy Defender or Company Surgeon. Lilly likes her tools to be manageable, malleable, even meek. And this elven sister is nearly perfect, even with her high morals. Although Lilly will have to be careful not to offend her delicate sensibilities, it's a fertile ground from which one can grow powerful emotions, like guilt and shame. Useful indeed. Yes, Lilly thinks her and the priestess will get along just fine. Until she casts Detect Evil, at least.